What's up, what's up, what's up? For those who are watching on the replay, welcome. Happy Lionsgate Portal. Happy Wednesday, I think it is. Or is it Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, there we go. Cool. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello! Hi, Ellie. How are you? Thank you for being here, my dear. What's up? Happy Lionsgate. Happy Lionsgate Portal Day, y'all. Happy Tuesday. I'm doing great. I'm glad that you're doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. What is up? Same name as who? Ellie or me? What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday. Happy Lionsgate. Feel free to say hi. Oh, your name is Angelica too? That's beautiful. I love it. Isn't it just a great name? I love the name. I love this name. I love my name. Okay, we're gonna be doing free and paid readings tonight. Leave a comment, drop a comment if you do not know how that works. Leave a comment, say hi, say what's up, let me know where you're from. Hi. Is it Janie? Janie, Texas. Hi, Rose. How are you? California. I'm in Colorado, by the way. Michigan. Hi, Marie. How are you? What's up? So, Indiana. Oh, you're new here. Yay! If you are new here, let me know. If you don't know how these lives work, let me know. You used to live in Denver? El Paso, Texas, from Florida, Denver. Yeah, Denver, yeah. Oh, you used to live in Denver. Let me make sure we're good here on the Wi-Fi. It looks like we're good. New Orleans, Wisconsin. Please fill me in. So new here. Okay. So how this works is, let me introduce myself first. My name is Angelica, and I am a healer. I'm a badass healer, a reader, a catalyst, a bridge, a channel, etc. And I'm offering, I talk about like spirit-led readings, but I also offer more. I also offer different services that are paid, as well as free readings. Okay. Hi, Susan. How are you? New here from Kentucky. I'm glad to have y'all here. Thank you guys for joining me. Connecting with okay. So I try to watch these. Got you. Midland, Texas. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into it. Hi, y'all. What's up, y'all? Happy Lionsgate. First of all, we got Michigan. So I offer free and paid readings. Okay. The free readings are as follows. So you leave these are mini readings. So my mini readings are going to be concise, compact. They're not going to offer a whole lot of information. The paid readings are going to offer a little bit more information, and like to book a one-on-one private session is going to be like, if you're looking for a super in-depth, is like, that's probably what you want. But as far as my free mini readings, because I love to serve, I want to serve as many people as I can. Leave a comment with your name and a question. The more concise and clear and I can't remember the word that I'm looking for. The more in depth, the more detailed you can be, the more detailed the information that comes through. Just keep in mind, it's going to be short, concise answers. General, open, health, career, just depends. I don't do pregnancy or fertility. Okay. And for the free readings, it's basically just one question only. Okay. How much are those? I'm going to get to it. So my paid readings, my paid readings are donations of $25. I need to fix this, but it's $25 minimum. You can donate more if you feel inspired, but it's $25 minimum. Okay. All the links to donate are in my profile. And you got to let me know in the comments that if you donate, so that I know all of my paid readings, my donation-based readings go first in order to honor that energy exchange. Okay. And then if you're paying through PayPal, please make sure to check the box that says family and friends so that I don't get taxed. Okay. You can donate. So the paid services for a paid reading. So how it works is the free mini readings, I just scan the comments. I let my intuition and spirit guide me to who needs to be read. However, when I have a paid reading, all paid readings go first. Okay. So my paid services are as follows. It's $25 for a reading. And yes, you can ask a question. You can ask for, love, whatever it is, right? $39 for energy work and energy clearing. That also works with your intentions. So I ask about your intentions beforehand and we work with those as well. $39 for mediumship. This is connecting with past loved ones who have passed, wanting to get in connecting to them, getting messages for them, etc. And then $39 for multi-dimensional mediumship. That is connecting to guides and also multi-dimensional aspects of yourself. Okay, and if you want to first watch me, do readings or energy work, clearing, mediumship, or even multi-dimensional mediumship, go back to my YouTube page and then look at the TikTok live readings. Check out that playlist and watch some of those. Okay. All right. Cash App. Yes, I do. I have Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Elizabeth, you paid. What did you pay for, Elizabeth? And who is Elizabeth? I can connect you to your son. Mediumship is a paid service of mine. Okay, just keep that in mind. Because it takes a lot for me to connect in that way. Okay, Ellie. Oh, that's you. Well, duh. Elizabeth, okay. Okay, how can I be of service, Ellie? My name is, I'm trying to think, what is my name on Cash App? I think it's just the Cash App thing, the $ Angelica Covillo, C-O-V as in Victor, I-L-L-O. But if you go to my profile and you click the link in my profile, you scroll all the way down, my Cash App is there. Okay. It'll be way easier. 39 was for medium. Yes. Yep. Is that what you want? Are you looking for medium to connect with past relatives, past loved ones? Or are you looking for multidimensional? Are you looking for to connect with like a guide or another aspect of yourself? So, okay. So past loved ones. Okay, got you. Let me write that down. And if anybody else does, in fact, pay, let me know so that I ensure that I get to you. Okay? I do have limited spots on my paid, as far as my paid readings. So if you want to get on there, please let me know. The sooner the better. Okay? All right, Ellie, let's start with you, my dear. Let me just kind of scroll through the comments and make sure. Okay. All right. Okay, so mom of boys. I'm not sure what your name is, my dear. Okay, so 39 is for mediumship and connect with past relatives, past loved ones. 39 is also for the multidimensional mediumship. That's connecting with guides, connecting with multidimensional aspects of the self. Okay, Tina. Okay, Tina. Yes, I'm also a medium. I'm an empath, and I can connect anywhere, anytime, to anything. Okay, Tina, let me know. All right. I got Ellie down. Okay. You paid. Okay, Christine paid. All right. Okay. Christine. Let me look here. Okay. All right. When I get to you, Christine, I will let you know, or I will ask you for, like a question or what specifically you want me to read. Okay. Heal with Ashley. Can I just call you Ashley? Reading. So, how do you pay for a reading? Is that you said? Oh, how do you get a reading? So, I'm doing paid readings right now. I'm doing paid readings right now, and my paid readings are donations of $25 minimum. I'm also offering free readings, but since people are on the list, I do those first. Okay. Typically, I just kind of go with the free readings, and then we kind of see what happens. So if you pay for a reading, you can ask your question. Whoa, hold on. Let me make sure. Christine. Okay, I got you, Christine. Can I join video? Yeah, I can. Oh, you were so you were born with the gift and recently got on TikTok, but would feel guilty taking money when spirit talks. I totally get that, and you know what? That's actually very common. A lot of readers, healers, people that do spiritual work, a lot of people have that. And to me, Venmo wants my last phone number. Your last phone number or my last phone number? That's weird. What's going on with that, Tina? And to me, it's a block. It's about kind of valuing and understanding that what you have to give, your gift, or what you have to give being your gift is valuable. people will pay for that. And it's, it's your time, it's your energy. We expend a lot of energy when we do readings, when we do, mediumship, healing, etc. And that's valuable. And so sometimes what I found, for me at least, it's a question of value. Like, how do you value or do you devalue yourself, your gifts, etc. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Ellie, it's all energy. Money is a source of an energy exchange. Money, exactly that. Money is simply a tool that we use to, to indicate an energy exchange. You're expending energy and people are paying you, it's energy, it's all energy. I will be on tomorrow. Hi, Alexandria. Thank you. I grew up myself. You can, all my paid readings get on the list. Flavored hose. That's cute. um, oh, I'm glad that I could be here, Caddy. Oh, really? Venmo wants my last four digits of phone? That's weird. Is there a different way that you can pay? Oh, thank you, Crimson Rose. Um, I don't know if I want to put that on on the internet. Um, I'm trying all. You're trying all. Okay, let me know, Tina. uh, all right. What's up, Zuli? How are you? Um, Ellie, we're gonna get started with your mediumship reading here in a minute. Yeah, I was gonna say you should be able to bypass the phone number. That's so weird. Yeah, I get that. And maybe that's what's right for you, Maple. Maybe that's truly what's right for you. But I know that a lot of people have that same kind of, sometimes it appears as a block, sometimes it's truly from the spirit, and they find other ways to receive money or currency. I just see it as like it's all currency. Um, try 1826, Tina. Winky face. And let me know. Okay, so we're gonna, Ellie, are you ready, my dear? Oh, what's up, Amedra? How are you, my dear? I feel like I have a blockage. I know. They just come up at this sometimes, all the times, right? You've been trying to book with me? Is it not letting you book with me? I get that. I get that. But it's I get that, Maple. It's not against my spirit though. I knew that. Oh, Venmo. You paid it through Venmo. Sweet. Okay, Tina, received. Absolutely, Ellie. It doesn't. Zuli, will you email me personally through my website? And I'll get back to you because we can set it up that way. If it's not letting you pay or set it up, um, message me personally and we can set that up. And if you have any questions, we can, you can ask me any questions that you might have beforehand. Okay. All right. Tina, what did you pay for, my dear? Let's see. Live reading. Was it mediumship, energy work, or multidimensional? Mediumship. Absolutely. I totally respect you, Maple, that that's what you believe. Absolutely. Oh, to connect with your son. Okay, mediumship. Got it. Wrote you down. I do personal readings. Um, I do also offer private readings on my website as well. I'm not sure if that's what you mean, Sage Rose. But yeah, I also offer personal readings here live too. Okay. Looking forward to hearing from you, Zuli. Okay. All right. We're going to get started with Elizabeth or Ellie. I mean, it kind of depends. Um, I do. I do. I usually, okay, hold on. There's a couple. Um, yeah, you can, if you, okay, there's a couple coming in. Sage Rose, if you go to the link in my profile, it'll connect you to my website that shows you all of my offerings. I have private readings on there. And if you do find interest and it doesn't let you pay, reach out to me personally, send me an email through my website. It's going to be on the bottom of the page, and you can just send me a thing there. Okay. I do free readings at times, at all the times. I typically start with free readings. And but when people start paying for readings, I take the paid readings first. Okay. And it kind of depends. Alexandria, you're asking, I'm also trying to give live readings. How do I start? I just started. I kind of modeled what I was doing after kind of what I was doing before on Facebook. I was like, okay, I'm going to just do live readings. Just give some free live readings. Don't over exert yourself. You can do free, you can do like paid, etc. It kind of depends, really. Just start. Dive in, jump in. Okay, Maple, like I totally understand what you're saying here. But please respect my space. I do accept money here. And if you're going to continue to do that and not respect my space, I'm going to cut it off, okay? All right. All right. Yeah, I know. All right. It's okay. Ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with Elizabeth Ellie. Okay. Okay. So mediumship. How mediumship works with me. It doesn't quite work like maybe a Tyler Henry or a John Edwards, but there is two distinct two kind of phases for how my mediumship kind of works. Okay, the first part is we're identifying a person. I'll have a person step through. I'll either ask you if you want to connect to somebody directly, and I'll just kind of, bring them in. I'll connect to them that way. Or if you're just open, then I'll just kind of sense in, feel in, listen in, um, and then I'll start giving you whatever information that I'm getting in order to identify who's stepping through. I will say there's been 2 times that people have received this mediumship and they haven't been able to identify the person, but it's more about the message. Sometimes maybe it's just more about the message. Okay. So the first part is about identifying the person, identifying that soul who's coming through. The second part is then they will have some kind of message for you. Sometimes this includes energy work. Sometimes it includes an energy transmission, light codes, etc., because that's the nature of my work. That's kind of what I do. So sometimes it'll include energy work, energy clearing, channeling. It kind of depends. Okay. So, yeah. Are we good? Does everybody understand? Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Ellie? I want to get me a drink before. Okay. All right. And if for whatever reason you want to go back and watch this, or you feel like, oh, let me go back and watch this, maybe I forgot about this piece of information, etc. All of my lives are saved onto my YouTube channel under the TikTok live reading playlist. Okay, so I'm going to take a breath and I'm going to start tuning in. So I'm going to connect to you, Ellie, first. Okay. So right away, when I connect to you, Ellie, I have a woman. And it's a presence to my left, and left says to me, woman. Let me listen in for a minute. I don't know if this is your mother or a mother type figure. It almost feels like it would be a friend or a family friend that also felt like a mother type figure. I get short hair. It feels short hair. I can't really tell if this is blonde or gray. It feels kind of platinum-ish, but I also feel like I see like the it's like blonde or platinum or gray on the outer, like short hair, and I almost see like I feel like I see roots right here at the top, the tippy top. Kind of more of an angular face. I don't know how to describe that. I want to say like a little bit more of an angular face, kind of smaller lips. And at any time you can say yes, no, or chime in. Okay. Okay. You said yes, she was like a second mother to me. Okay. This is the person that I'm connecting to. She's very lovely. Very, very, very lovely. Very, I'm trying to think of words to describe her personality. Very sweet, very loving, very motherly. This is the person that's stepping forward to you, or forward for you. Okay. So we're going to switch to the second part of it. All right. You described her exactly. She came through pretty clear for me, to me. Okay, message. Let me listen for a minute. Okay, whew, there's a lot of energy coming through. So first, she would like to say how proud of you she is. It's almost like this is kind of how it comes through to me, okay? Like I get it's like she gets that sometimes you don't feel maybe like you've done much, or that there's sometimes nothing to be proud of, but like from her vantage point there's so much, like much more than you can ever even fathom, okay? And she could she could sit here and list off all the things, but that's not what this is about. She just wanted to say she's like so proud of you. I want to say like so effing proud of you. That's how it feels. Okay, that's kind of the first part of it, because she wants to like, it's almost like pat on the back. I'm proud of you. Keep going. It's like I know it's getting kind of tough out there, but it's meant to like refine you into this like diamond. Okay. She keeps saying, keep going, keep going. You got this. Okay. So that's like the first kind of overarching message that comes through. Okay. The second message is, let me find the words. It's like the second message is in regards to heart healing, healing around the heart, healing of the heart. This is a very opportune time to do some healing around the heart. Um, Simply because of, I feel like there's a reference to like the Lionsgate portal, and everything's kind of very, very high vibe right now. There's a lot of energy or light streaming onto the planet, and it'll be a little bit more easy to tap in and to clear any blocks around the heart or any distortions around the heart, any defenses around the heart, etc. But there's this message coming through around healing around the heart. And it's like a wink, wink from her, like wink, wink, it's time to heal that. She doesn't give me she doesn't give me any like additional information as to what this might pertain to. But she's giving you a wink, wink and saying it's time to heal that heart, because the heart is ready to open. Your heart is ready to expand, and it's ready to like hold more love, like more love than you thought was possible. Okay, and this time that we're in right now, it's very supportive. All of the energies, all of the alignments are there. Even Venus is in retrograde, so that gives us a time to like go inward and really heal any aspects of heart, of love, etc. Like heartbreak, heartache that we've been carrying to this point. It's all of the energies, all of the things are aligned right now to be able to like facilitate this very easily. Okay, that's the second message. She's like, wink, wink, it's time to heal from that heart stuff. Okay. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm going to trust that you do, but that's what she said. Okay. I feel like she has a third message here, and the third message feels like energy. Okay. Feels like an energy transmission / download. Are you willing to accept it in this moment? Is this something that you'd like to accept in this moment? Yes. Okay. I am not sure what it is. It's always for the highest good because that's the only thing that I will channel. So I want you to go ahead and just breathe into your heart. We're going to start with the heart. I think we're going to help you with some of this heart stuff. I don't know what it is. We're going to help you. So keep in mind, there might be I might start talking some crazy talk, making like weird noises, etc. This is just part of the energy transmission. Okay. So I just want you to breathe into your heart, Ellie. And if anybody else out there that's watching wants to receive the spillover, go ahead and intend to receive it, and it's done. It's always for the highest good, no harm done. Okay. So go ahead and focus on your heart, Ellie, and breathe into that heart nice and deep for me. And all energy work is done for your highest good, for the highest good of all. No harm is done. We always work within the highest integrity, the highest alignment, the highest honoring and acknowledgement of divine will, of free will, and with the highest integrity to all universal law. So continue to just breathe into that heart. Rest your awareness on your heart. We're going to help clear some things out right now. Ni ia no uilini has. Ini oi helana ia as. Iha ili ini ho wasiki ia has. Shu uia hana tata asa kete uia. Ihia sana ta u si shi. E a anata u has. Iha a anasata ta u hu wase yes. So we're just kind of clearing some old energies. To me, it feels like debris. It feels like residue from old experiences. And so we're just clearing that from the heart space. Go ahead and take a deep breath for me. Iana, iasa, iasa, tanmato ueseta. Ueniata, na to. Yashu, yashata, yata to, yaha ata. So we're kind of working in with the heart and into the throat, okay, and how they're interconnected. Wasanata, and clearing out the channel between the throat and the heart. Ihana tu uisi ti 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 iasana ta iasana ta isa ta 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 ta. Ihi asaka tu uisi ki ti ti tu 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 iele ta hanatai. Go ahead and take another deep breath for me. Still allowing your awareness to rest in your heart space. And I want you to just bring to mind any past heartbreaks, any past heartaches, any times the heart was broken, felt unable to go on, felt like it was just broken beyond repair, any unprocessed grief. I just want you to kind of bring whatever memories or allow whatever memories to kind of bubble up to the surface. And we're going to help release those emotional energies. Hi, Willie has Hinoho Hihahasash Ni Hihaha Sahana Ihahast Tuku Uliata Ahas Shinunui Hiasata Maku Ilehas. Go ahead and take another deep breath. And while we're clearing, I'm going to call in pure source consciousness. And we're going to bring that straight in through your crown, down into the heart. And then straight into the heart from the front and the back. And we're going to blast that with pure source consciousness, so as to transmute anything that is ready to go back into wholeness, back into love, so that you may be free of this excess weight, of this excess density in your field. And so you don't have to carry that weight forward with you, okay? So we're going to just blast you with that pure source consciousness in the heart, from the top, from the front, and from the back. Clearing all of anything that is ready to go, anything that you are holding on to that is ready to go, that is no longer serving you or your highest good. It's time to go. Continue to breathe into that heart space. Hianato, e'elana ha'aya tato o miha as. Ineha as. Tuase anataha. Etihana hasakata umeha sakata ayahas. He iesa. He inasa. So allow yourself to release all of the things that no longer serve you, all of the heaviness, all of the weight that you've been carrying around that maybe you didn't even realize, all of the heartache, the heartbreak that no longer serves you to carry forward on your journey, so you can move forward easily, feeling lighter, with ease and with greater love in your heart. So I just want you to continue to breathe into your heart. And while all of the things are happening, I'm going to seal you in a golden egg. Yana lo yahas. I hasanahas. Kuyanahe. Okay, we're turning off the source light, and that's gonna, all of that that energy work, all of the things that are still flowing through your system, that's going to be left to do the thing in your egg, because you're sealed, completely sealed off now. And that's gonna keep running for the next 24 hours in order for you to keep releasing whatever needs to be released. And so it's a more gentle process. And we're not running into like any healing crises or anything like that. Okay. Aftercare, drink lots of water to help facilitate the energy. Water is a conductor, and that is going to help to circulate the energy. Salt bath or shower, drink lots of water, and breath work is what I'm hearing. I don't typically hear breath work, but that's what I'm hearing. Either looking for a YouTube video with breath work, or if you already practice breath work, it's more about just like breathing deep, taking a couple moments during your day to kind of breathe deep and breathe into the heart space and feel what's any movements, any sensations that are going on. Okay. So it's just some more of like awareness and breath. Okay. I'm just going to continue. I'm just going to tap back in to see if there's any closing messages. Again, she's circling back to her first message. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And she wanted to keep it, it's kind of like, I get the sense of like she wants to keep it simple, because it is that simple. Like, I'm proud of you, heart stuff, you're good. It doesn't need to be complex. It can be simple and easy. Okay? Wink, wink. But this lovely soul is stepping out of my field. That indicates the end of the reading. And as I come back, as I come back to my body, just reiterating lots of water, salt bath, and then breath work. Okay. I am still open for readings tonight, my dear Taryn. You're welcome, Ellie. I hope that helps. No, I didn't get anything. Maybe are you speaking of her son? I didn't get anything there. It was like specifically for you. I don't want to tap back in fully because then I'm going to go into like that same state and I need to ground for a minute. But no, this was about you. Okay? It was about you. I definitely feel lighter. That was beautiful. Thank you. And oh, that was her name, Rosemary. What a beautiful name. You're welcome. Whew. Hi, Janice. It's lovely to have you here, my dear. It's fine. I thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you for allowing me to facilitate for you. It's been an honor. Okay, I just want to make sure. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, of course. Ellie's on it. Ellie's on it. So my paid services, if you're looking to actually receive tonight, it looks like I'm just doing paid readings tonight. Sometimes I have room to do free and paid. But I'm going to finish with my paid readings because I have a little bit of a list here. But there are my prices. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay. Let me kind of put this back up in the corner. Victoria, did you pay for a reading? I mean, if you paid for a reading, you wouldn't. I haven't seen anything else come in. Let me know. Oh, you did on Cash App. Wait. You're not Christine, are you? Wait. Because Christine is next. So where you can pay for a reading is you go to the links in my profile, or you go to the link in my profile, you scroll all the way down, and there you will see PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. Okay. Oh, okay. So I was like, wait, that's not Christine. You're Christine. Let me check. And you're not Tina. Can I join video for my reading? Let me see if we can do that. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. So I have one for Christine, Augustine, and then Victoria. So Victoria, my readings are 25. Okay. My readings are 25. So let me know if you want me to refund the 20 or if you want to pay the difference. Okay. All right. Let me know so I can check. And then someone else paid. Christine, Augustine, that's not you. Is that Christine? I want to make sure that I'm keeping everybody straight. Thank you. Oh, that is you. Okay, that is you. All right. Okay. So hold on. Let me see if I can. All right. Okay, I see the extra 5. Christine or Victoria, my bad. I'm keeping everybody. Okay, so I'm sorry that I sent 20. It's fixed now. Yeah, I seen it. Okay, hold on. Okay, and then Victoria, let me make sure that I write your name down so I don't miss you. Okay. You sent. Okay. Thank you for saying that because I was just about to ask Christine. Let me see if I can request you to join. I'm not sure. Oh, I thought I was requesting you to come live. I requested to follow your account. That's not what I was looking for. Okay, maybe let's see. Oh, it doesn't say that I can invite you, Christine. I have a small list of it. Your name doesn't pop up. Your name doesn't pop up for me to. Okay. Oops. All right. Okay, it tells me. Oh, you just sent me. Yes, you did. So, okay, Taryn sent a donation for mediumship. What type of mediumship is that, Taryn? Is that multidimensional mediumship or just regular, like you want to connect with someone who's passed on? Oh, thank you, Nikki, for all the bears. I love it. Just regular. Okay, cool. I'm going to put regular. Tina, you asked for multidimensional, right? I want to make sure I have everybody straight before like I go into the next reading. It tells you. Oh, hold on. Wait. Oh no, regular. Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. Oh no, Christine. I'm talking to Christine. I have that for you, Tina. I have that you want to connect with your son. I'm talking to Christine. I want to talk about my relationship in my reading. Okay, so what question do you have? And any messages? Okay, we can do that. What's your question? How can I be of service to you, my dear? Jess, what is a multidimensional mediumship? So multidimensional mediumship right here is when I connect to like guides. You know, if you want to like connect to a specific guide or just see what guides come through, or connecting to a multidimensional aspect of you, because we all exist in multiple dimensions, including this one. But connecting dimensionally to other aspects of ourselves can help to unlock certain abilities or understandings or bring you a different perspective. And it's all for the highest and best good. So it kind of just depends. But that's what it is. It's connecting to multidimensional aspects or guides. Okay. Okay, I got Taryn. So who I have on the list, I'm reading for Christine right now. Then I have Tina, and then I have Victoria, and then I have Taryn. And if I've missed you, if I've missed anybody, please let me know so I make sure that I have you on my list. I probably have maybe 1 or 2 more spots. Okay. Start reading. Okay, and any messages and some past reading I got left me worried. Okay. I'm still reading you. Yeah, I would kind of second what Amedra is saying. If they left you worried, I might disregard what they said, depending on what they said. Because if like a reader or a healer or a psychic or whatever, somebody's doing spiritual work and they're not doing their internal work, they could possibly be channeling from their ego, channeling information from their ego, or maybe even lower astral realms. They could possibly be doing more harm than good. If they left you feeling worried, I might find a different reader. The last reader told me I was cursed because my family cursed me. Oh, okay. I see that. And I didn't have the money. She told me I was without my knowledge. My relationship was cursed. Absolutely, Taryn. I got you. All right. Okay. I gotcha. And there was a lot of accurate statements, but it was a lot. Yeah, that can be a lot to hear. Oh, you were told that also, Chad? That's what brought you here? Okay, got you. Thank you, Amedra, for helping kind of like mod. I got you. Yeah, Deb, you kind of go to, if you want a paid reading, these are my paid services, my dear. And I'm doing my paid services right now. And I have a couple of spots left. And I'm probably just going to finish those up, and that'll probably be it for the night. So, but in order to pay, you go to my profile, click the link, you scroll all the way down, and then there's PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. Okay. And it left me hurt, confused, because I was it was my sleep, but she went into other stuff and it hurt. Oh, didn't want to do that. I get that. Right now, me and my partner are fighting badly, and sending you hugs. And she said it was because of the curse. I can see that. I can see that. Okay, so I'll tune in. I have my own perspective on curses and spells, and that's coming in. But I want to hear what you said. Yeah, I can feel it in my gut. I can feel it in my solar plexus, your anxiety. I can feel the worry. But I can't for nothing, she said, the curse is 2,000 years old. Oh, honey, it doesn't matter how old a curse is. If all you Doesn't matter how old a curse is. It can be from 10,000 lifetimes ago. All it takes is maybe some awareness or intention, and any curse doesn't match the power that you have. Okay, if there is any curses, we'll do a scan and see. But um, like you're more powerful than some 2,000-year-old curse or a curse from 10,000 lifetimes ago. It doesn't matter. You're powerful. Okay. Um, so, um, what is the cost of a reading tonight? There's my paid services, Deb. Okay. Readings 25, 39 for energy work and energy clearing, 39 for mediumship, and 39 for multidimensional mediumship. Okay. If you have any questions about those services, then go ahead and just go ahead and ask. And she said, I was a healer. I have many gifts, but I can't help nobody in my state. I see why this left you feeling hurt and feeling not so great. Um, it feels like maybe she was operating more from an old paradigm, like, oh, you have this and this, and it feels like a not so empowering reading. She told me never to go to Veracruz, Mexico, because they want my soul, and I've been wanting to go. It's interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Let me know. Okay. So I'm going to kind of start reading. All right. I'm going to kind of start diving into this. Number one, you're way more powerful than any kind of curse or spell could ever be. Um, and honestly, I'd rather be told that you got scammed. I'm gonna scan. I'm gonna do a scan. And really, you know what, curses and spells, what I've found is they're a lot more common than people think. Even wishing somebody ill will, that's a form of black magic. It's a form of dark magic. Um, and like the more you get into like more advanced things, it can have influence over someone. But if you come into your power, you know your power, and you know that you're way more powerful than some other curse, you can dissolve that shit really quickly. I had I didn't necessarily learn the hard way, but I learned that through a process of like months, about 5 months of like um, extracting spells and curses from my field that had been put on me from other people and relationships and all kinds of other stuff. So you're more powerful than anything, even if that was the case. Okay. I'm going to scan your field. Okay, to me, it does feel like there's something in the bloodline, like in the ancestry that you're carrying, but that can be easily shifted. I don't get what it is currently. I'm gonna like fill in a little bit more and see if more information comes around it. But it feels like maybe she could have possibly been tapping into this. It feels like there's something in the bloodline, but it's nothing that you can't heal or reconcile or dissolve. Okay. As for them wanting your like, don't ever go to this place, and they want your soul. I don't know about that. Um, I would use your discernment around that. That feels kind of like, really? I don't. If you've been wanting to go there, I almost feel like the opposite was true. It's almost like a place of power for you, if anything. Um, and may have been wanting to veer you away from that for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know who this lady was or who they were or where they were operating from. It does feel like there's something in the bloodline that can be healed. I feel like that's what she was connecting to or like tapping into. Let me just kind of listen for a bit to see if there's anything there. When I tap into whatever this is, I feel it come through the matriarchal lineage. So your mom's lineage, I feel it going back through her lineage. I don't know if this is mom or dad, like her mom or dad side. Like I don't know if it's through. I just feel like it came through that side. And all I get from it is intense fear and intense anxiety. Um, what I'm actually feeling to do is to help remove whatever this is. If you accept, let me know in the comments and we'll get to like removing this. I don't know that it's a curse though. It just feels like something that was carried through the bloodline that you inherited. It depends on people's, I would say it depends on someone's um, definition of what a curse or a spell might be. Um, okay, let me do. Let's see. If PayPal doesn't work, I would tell you to go to like Venmo or Cash App. Sometimes for some reason people say my PayPal doesn't work. I don't know why. Um, she said I was the first daughter of native bloodline, and I got with my husband, who his family was voyaging from Africa. Yeah, I agree with Medra. It's something that can be healed and dissolved really easily. Fell in love with me, and then we were not supposed to be together. That's bullshit. Sorry, family's cursed to us. Clean the blood. Yes, and you do accept. Okay. Oh, okay. So no, you're in Canada. Okay. Maybe it's not meant to be. I would say try it a little because I know that sometimes people say like it's not. But it is. It's working on my end. um, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Deb. I don't know. If there's anybody on here that has like advice for someone in Canada, or like if maybe they can go and click on my PayPal link, see if it's working. Um, okay, so I'm gonna go back to you, Christine. Okay, you said you accepted. We're just gonna do a little bit of cleaning. Um, I I've been if you're familiar with me, and you might not be, you might know that I do ancestral healing. I do um, clean the bones, clear the blood. And I'm someone that was Um, I was taught by Sergio Magana, if you know him. Um, he comes from the Nahual tradition, and so I learned from that tradition of how to do ancestral healing. So while we're not going to do like entire ancestral healing, we're gonna clear whatever this is. I don't know what this is, but I'm being given permission to clear it. Okay. So I just want you to breathe. Take some deep breaths. Kind of calm that worry down. Calm your heartbeat. Take some deep breaths. I just want you to feel into your body, okay? And so I'm going to call in your ascended ancestors. Call in your highest self to help guide. And I'm going to call in I'm going to kind of communicate with your ascended ancestors in order to help direct me. Okay, so I just want you to breathe deeply and feel into your body. Okay, feel into the sensations. مئهاس إلى حاس مها نو mahai ويا يا هم ويا شوي شو محاسة تحاسة شي تحاسة إهي أسا إهي يا أس إسي هي نهاية. So continue to take those deep breaths for me. You're doing awesome. This goes back in the lineage quite a ways. And we're just clearing as far back as that goes. Hiamohoese, hiamaho, eheas, eshi, hia, ehia. Esh, se, hias. Esena duhis. Heena so who is. We're disconnecting any attachments, cords that have corded into the bloodline, have corded into you. Working on the blood right now. Whew. Clearing out the blood. Yes. Dissolving anything that could be resembling a curse, a spell that is lingering in the blood. Dissolving that now. Dissolving. So just continue taking those deep breaths for me, girl. Continue feeling those sensations. Your ascended ancestors are with you right now. I mean, they're always with you, but like they're literally by your side right now. And helping. Helping to facilitate this process. Whew. Okay. So we're disconnecting all cords, all things. Disconnecting, like cutting the cords. This is how I see it. It was like cords, attachments in the blood from the mother side. We're going to cut it from the father side. Any influence, dissolving. Dissolving. It's starting to actually finally release. It was like, whew. So I feel it in my shoulder. It's really tight. It's like a cord in my shoulder. But it's starting to release. Ja lama yo ya seki ni ndi ha le yo ya na te te asa shato do yas. Ni ni ho ya seki ne do ya saka te no to te era to rasa te te ta 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 ta. Okay, we're going to start sweeping the bones and clearing the bones. In the process that we're still cleaning the blood. Clearing, clearing, clearing. Clearing, clearing, clearing. Clearing all the way through the bones. Doing one last big sweep. So we're going to take this and we're going to give this to the earth. And we're going to ask her to do something beautiful with it. So I want you to continue breathing. And I'm just going to listen and feel. Okay. Last part. We're going to connect you back in to the earth, to the universe. And with this connection, your blood now becomes the medicine. All curses or spells dissolve now. I want you to continue to breathe. Keep taking those deep breaths. And I'm going to continue to listen because we're not quite done. Okay. So I'm actually hearing to call in the Virgen de Guadalupe. And she's going to bring in a blessing. Okay. I kind of see her as showering your field, and it's also going to trace back into your lineage. I see it like a rain of kind of looks like whitish blue light. I can't really tell the color. It kind of just looks like a whitish blue. So I just want you to imagine or envision that it's raining on you. Okay, and this rain is a blessing to pull anything else out. Ooh, excuse me, of the blood, of the bones, any excess, any excess debris or residue from whatever that was. I don't know what it was. It doesn't really matter what it was. So that you can fully receive the blessing. And as that rains on you, as you imagine that rain, that etheric rain coming down on you, I just want you to notice how all of the worries, all of the anxiousness melt away, dissolve away as you become more centered, more aligned, more calm. Feeling into your power, feeling into the power of your ancestors, your ascended ancestors that are with you, that are guiding you always. Just envisioning the rain washing away all of the negativity, all of the remnants of any negativity that your lineage was carrying. Okay, we're kind of just finishing up and balancing some of the energies out. Again, my dear Christine, remember to drink a lot of water after this in order to help expedite these energies throughout your body and to also release any toxins. okay, that have been stored in the body that need to now be released. I would really highly recommend a salt bath for you. Because if anything, it's going to help you feel even more calm, more nourished after this was quite an intense clearing. So water, water, water inside, and then a salt bath. Okay, Epsom salts, pink Himalayan salt, whatever you have, even sea salt. Okay, if you have it, it's going to help to really clear and cleanse your energy field and your physical body out. So I'm just finishing up, or we're just finishing up, kind of balancing, sealing this. The Virgin de Guadalupe is giving you her own kind of, she's kind of sealing it up herself. And so I'm just holding space for that. Okay. She's kind of stepping out of my field and your field. This feels like it's going to still be clearing for like a day, maybe a day and a half. You might still feel a little, you might still feel things clearing, or still might feel a little heavy. You might still kind of just feel the lingering of it. It's because it's still clearing. That's why I say a lot of water inside the body, and taking a salt bath. You know, if you can today, and if you can tomorrow, kind of almost not necessarily the more the better, but kind of the more the better, to help really just expedite clearing whatever else is there, or else in whatever other remnants might be there. Okay. Okay, so just allow yourself to come back in your own timing. You might already be back. I need a minute. I need a minute. That was a lot. Whew. Okay. Can I even see? Holy cow. I need to ground. Alrighty. Okay, you sent the donation, Deb? Okay, that's great to hear. I'm going to write you down. Okay, I'm going to write you down. Give me a moment while I kind of come back to earth. Holy cow. Let me know. Okay, I was going to say, let me know, Christine. Your cat went crazy when you said Virgen de Guadalupe. Yeah. I don't work with her, and I never have worked with her personally. And so when she came in, I was like, oh, okay. Like, even I have chills, like, even just saying her name. So, oh, you did a PayPal too? Is it Taya? Taya? I'm going to check my PayPal. I'm slowly coming back to reality. My Tonatsin, my cat put her paws in my heart, on my heart. And she never did that. Yeah, there was, I don't know what it was that we cleared, but it was really heavy in the whew, in the line. Okay, Taya. So I'm gonna look. I'm looking now. Oh no, try again. Okay. So I have. Okay, Deb, I got you, my dear. Taya, I got you. Um. Oh, so Deb, you paid for a reading, correct? Whew, Jesus. So for future reference, I know some people say that like it doesn't show up, but if it does, if the option does show up on PayPal to do like friends and family, um, pick that button instead. Otherwise, it taxes me. Okay, Taya, I got you. Um, 25. Okay, I'm just like writing down the things. Um, all right. Whew. Okay, Deb. Okay, all right. And she purred like crazy. And you said, rain, like picture rain. I named my daughter after the rain because she washes my. Wow. And I started bawling. I felt so much energy. Wow. Holy cow. That's deep. That is so deep. Um, I'm so glad that you got so much out of it. Be very gentle with yourself over the next couple of days because it's still clearing. I can feel it. Still kind of clearing all of that rest of the stuff out. Definitely a lot of water and then like baths, salt baths, okay? That's going to help immensely with clearing out any extra stuff, and it's going to help with your energy too, okay? And then if you feel called to, please feel free to reach out to me, and you let me know how you're doing, how it's going, how you're feeling, etc. You don't have to, but please feel free to. Okay, you can do that through my website. You can just email me. Felt my ancestors like never, like never. I told them that I got belief, that I got, believe in yourself. I got belief in me because I do believe. Yeah, they were there. They were there. Like I could see. I don't always get pictures. Clairvoyance is like a secondary ability for me, but sometimes I see pictures, and I could see them all like kind of like around you, and I was like, "Holy shit, they're like all around you right now." um, so you got like an ancestral healing with your reading. That's dope. I'm glad that you felt that you got some comfort and that like you got, whatever it is that you needed. You got all the medicine that you needed. You had the chills. Yeah, there was I started getting really hot. It was a lot of energy moving through. A lots of energy. But a lot of it's part of that anxiety was leaving. That's probably why you felt a lot of it coming up. We're like, it feels like we cleared some of that as well. Um, check in over the next couple of days, see how you're feeling, see if you feel less anxious, because it feels like we cleared some of the anxiety too. Especially if you're feeling it come up, we're doing like a clearing or anything. If you're feeling things come up, it's because it's leaving your system. Okay. Well, thank you, Christine. Then gone. Okay, then gone. That makes sense. I was gonna say that makes sense. um, well, good. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your process. It is an honor, my dear. Thank you for the roses. I love it. I love it. Okay, Tina, my dear, are you here? We're going to go on to Tina because I have Tina and then Victoria and then Taryn and then Deb and then Taya. You're so welcome, Christine. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Okay. You are here and you want to connect with your son. I have it written down on my little notepad. Okay, Tina, you want to connect with your son. Okay. So I'm just going to connect to your energy, Tina. Got you. All right. Yes. There is an individual male here to see you. I can feel him on my left side. So I'm just going to kind of listen in for a little bit, and then I'll begin to like relay information. You already said that you want to connect with your son, so we know who we're connecting with. But if I'm just going to listen, tune in, listen to see if there's any additional information that he wants to like give me. Okay. When I said that, I started to feel joy. I feel a lot of joy with this soul. Very joyful, very lighthearted, very giving is what I hear. Some might say that like selfless is the word that I hear. Another word for that might be generous, whether that was with, what he had to give or his love, or I'm not sure like what specifically generous and selfless with, but that's the feeling that comes through. Okay. And you can feel free to confirm or say like, oh no, that doesn't sound like him at all. But I get very joyful, very loving, playful type of energy. Does this make sense? Does this sound like this person? Yes. Okay. He is in fact here, my dear. He's with you. He's okay. Hold on 1 second. He's right hand. He's holding your right hand. Okay. Like your energetic, your energetic hand. But if you feel into your right hand, there might be sensations. Okay. He wants me to let you know he's holding your hand. Okay. He's here with you. All right. So now that we've identified and the characteristics, the qualities of your son, we're going to bring through, we're going to go into the second part, which is like the message part again, which might bring, sometimes this brings in energy work, energy transmissions, different things. Everybody's different, so I'm just going to tune in and listen, okay? Okay. I'm still trying to figure out how to relay this, but what I get is like a sense of like, don't cry, or no crying. I'm not sure how this comes. I'm not sure how to translate, but it comes across as like, don't cry. almost like, and then like wiping tears away. Also at the same time realizing that crying is part of like releasing, processing grief, etc. So there's like this, like, but you don't have to cry. I'm here. I'm still here with you. um, they don't miss us the way that we miss them because they're with us all the time. Like, a lot of times they're like, why would I miss you? You know, it doesn't make sense from the vantage point that they have. But from our vantage point, if we feel a little disconnected or if we're just, um, still missing that physical connection, they understand that because they've been here, right? So he just wants me to kind of explain that or iterate that. But he doesn't miss you the way you miss him. He understands, but he doesn't miss you the way. Like, you're crazy, Mom. Why would I miss you? I'm right here with you always. And this comes through very playful, very loving. Okay. Like, you're crazy. You're crazy, Mom. I don't miss you. I'm always with you. There's also reference to birds. So this almost feels like he would send you birds. I see a blackbird, or a dark colored bird, maybe a bright beak. I don't know if you have those in your area where you are. It almost looks like a dark bird or a black bird with like a bright beak, like a bright orange or yellow beak. And I don't know if that means anything to you or if he's sending that to you. It kind of feels like he would send you those type of birds. Again, I don't know if those type of birds are in your area, but that's the image he's showing me. Okay. Dark bird, bright beak. Okay. So he wants to get a little serious here. He wants to acknowledge the pain, the grief, and the hole that he left. Like, understanding that he never left, he's still there, but also like for you in your experience, he's acknowledging the hole that was left when he passed. And then he acknowledges the tears. He understands. It feels more like an acknowledgement of acknowledging that he did leave a hole. What he wants to say in addition to that is that that hole created space for something else to come into your life. More goodness, more miracles, more love. So it's like an acknowledgement of all the different layers of like the pain. He's telling me anguish of the hole that was left. He's also wanting to really emphasize that that hole also means he created space for something good to come into your life, or for you to create something, for you to do, whether that's like, the only word that's coming to mind is like a hobby or something joyful. Okay, like something, whether it's something that you find joy in, which would be like, what a perfect homage to him, or I think that's the word that I want to use. If, someone that brought you joy left a hole there in your life, created space in your life to fill it with something else that brings you joy. Okay? So he's emphasizing the joy part. Fill it with something that brings you joy, Mom. He understands the joy. He brought you. And sometimes the frustration. um, but one of the bigger, I would say one of the main messages here is to fill that hole with joy. What a great gift to give to yourself. Okay? One last thing he wants to say and relay to you. I don't know that I'm getting this right, but I'm going to say this because this is weird to me, but I'm going to say it. Something about sneakers. I feel like I'm, what? Something. I feel like I'm crazy right now. Something about sneakers. And what I'm trying to discern and understand is if he's saying get rid of them or if he's just wanting to acknowledge and highlight something about sneakers. I don't know if that makes sense. He's like, yeah, you're okay. All right. Okay. Is that something that makes sense to you, my dear? Um, I don't know if you're still here, Tina. Okay, yeah, I'm like, sneakers, this makes no sense to me. So maybe put that in your back pocket. It might make sense later. Sometimes when we receive readings, we can't always like place all of the things. Um, Maybe put that in your back pocket because it doesn't make sense to me. I feel like I'm crazy talking about sneakers because all he does is like he's mentioning sneakers and then he doesn't say anything else. And I'm like, well, what about them? And he doesn't. It's like he goes silent, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna say sneakers, even though I feel like a crazy person. Okay, so maybe just put that in the back of your in your back pocket. It might make sense later. It might not. Okay, something about sneakers. I don't know. Um, I feel like it's more like his sneakers, but something about sneakers in general. Okay, and I don't. If it feels, it almost feels like this is like a joke or like a ha ha ha, like when you get it, type of thing. Um, Almost like he's waiting for you to get the joke. That's all the that's all of that's all the information that I get pertaining to sneakers. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Um the last little bit of it is emphasizing again that he's always around you. Um, that he loves you. He's given you a hug. And again, he doesn't miss you because he's always with you. But he's giving you a hug. So if you kind of listen in or feel in, you'll be able to kind of like feel that and sense that and know that that's there. And then it's kind of like, okay, all right. You're sending me, it's like a lot of different things at once. Keep talking to him. Keep talking to him. He's there. He hears it. Talk to him out loud. He hears it. And then what were you saying? One moment. I just keep hearing, keep talking to me. Oh, and then he's like, we'll meet again. We'll meet again, and we'll be together again. He's already with you, so it feels like it feels kind of awkward for him to say that. But he understands because he was here on this plane. He understands what that means. Um, and then like as a send off is like he'll be there for you when it's your time. He's stepping out of my field. So that was kind of short and sweet and kind of to the point. Uh, whew. Let me know, Tina, how that resonated, or if it didn't, or if there was anything there that was, um, you know, you were in resonance to, etc. But it was very concise and to the point. Like I said, each person, each soul, each reading is different. He just seemed like he wanted to pass a couple of messages on, be a little jokester, a little bit kind of jokey, and it was like kind of a yeah, that's okay, that's it type of thing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. A little short, but loved it. Yeah, but love the energy. I thought so too. I was like, really, that's all you have to say? He's like, yeah, it's kind of just basic because he's around you all of the time. So it's like he didn't have much to say because he's always around you. Does that make sense? Um, so if you just keep talking to him, keep on keep on the watch for any birds. Dark birds, bright beak. Um, you'll know that's him, and he's like communicating. But yeah, I think so too. You just wish you. I feel like just keep at it. Keep with the intention. The birds have you thinking. You can feel him. It's just a matter of like tuning in, and sometimes we need to get more still, and kind of get below the frequency of thoughts and kind of get more still and really start to feel into our bodies, feel into the sensations in our bodies. But you just have to kind of attune yourself to those more subtle realms. I promise you can. We can all do this. Absolutely. Let me know how that goes, but you can absolutely feel him when he's always around you. It feels like he's always around you. Um, yeah, that's kind of, I don't want to keep reiterating the same thing, but yeah, try that out. Okay. You're welcome, Tina. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that that brought you some comfort, some joy. Um, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. and of your design. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. All right. Happy Lionsgate. Ash, I don't know if you're still in here, but I was just saying hi. He's snickering about sneakers. Yeah, I was like, I don't know why, but like, it's so weird. Sneakers. Very interesting. What's up, Ash? Okay, Victoria. So I have Victoria, Taryn, Deb, and Taya. So Victoria, you're next, my dear. You paid for a reading. How may it be of service of you, Victoria? You have some feedback on yours? Oh, okay. So basically, if you paid for a reading, you can ask a question, whatever question comes to mind. You can ask about, if you have questions about love life, health, career, or if you just want to be open to what spirit has to bring in for you. It's kind of like up to you. Oh, you have some feedback on your reading. Oh, okay, got you. You're open? Okay. All right. Cool. So you're open. I like it when people are open because it just kind of allows spirit to kind of flow through whatever. I'm actually hearing to utilize one of the decks here, and I'm going to utilize my Cosmic Consciousness Ascension deck. And I'm hearing to actually start with a card first. Okay, so we're going to start with a card and then we're going to go from there. Kind of see how it all unfolds. All right. All right, so Victoria, let me tune into your energy frequency first. Okay, there you. Come on. I feel like I have to coax your energy a little bit. Okay, there we are. There we are. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to just ask for the highest, most benevolent message, insights for Victoria, for her highest and best good on her journey. Okay, all right. Let's see what comes out. Whoa. What's going on here? Oh, all right. Wait. Hold on. Gotta get my stuff organized here. Okay. So your card, where we're gonna start here is unity. And this is about expanding. This comes from the Pleiadian star system. I'm from our Pleiadian brothers and sisters. So I'm just going to kind of feel into the card and see what message or what information starts to kind of stream through. Okay. This feels kind of like a big subject. So unity as it pertains to internal unity. And that also, however unified we are within, is also a reflection of, how we might perceive the collective, or a reflection of like how unified or fragmented the collective is, and how we might perceive that. I'm going to keep going. It'll make sense. It'll make more and more sense. I promise. So this is it feels like more of like unity within. And when we have trauma, or when we experience trauma, or when we have unresolved emotional energies, like emotional baggage, for example, or limiting beliefs, fear-based beliefs, what that can do is create fragmentation within us. Okay, fragmentation within our own consciousness. And so the parts that are fragmented kind of go into the unconscious. They're still there. They're still active. We still act things out. But they're in the shadow. Okay. So as it pertains to internal unity, it feels like there is a message or an invitation, rather, to, if you're not already doing like your spiritual work, like internal work, shadow work, belief work, it feels like, what are the words? It feels like an invitation to maybe start to familiarize as a beginner, or wherever you're at, maybe to more, it feels like, I keep wanting to say familiarize of like yourself with what that means. If there's healing, things that have been bugging you, or things that, certain patterns you've been playing out for a while, or, old heartaches, old heartbreaks, shame, feeling unworthiness, feeling unworthy, etc. Things that might have been like heaviness, density, that you might still be carrying. It feels like moving into unity within the self. Okay. And feel free to, ask anything. If you ever feel like unclear on something, feel free to ask to get more clarity, and I'll do my best to clarify. And I'm just going to listen. I actually feel like I need to do another card. Let me just kind of tune in. Is that what okay. All right. Yes. So before I do that, okay, I just want to make sure. All right. So we're going to pick another card. Whoa, that one flew way out. Oh, okay. All right. So this goes right in line with your unity card. Okay. Your next card is victimhood. And if you look at the bottom of the card, this is about releasing victimhood. Okay. So as it pertains, so when I tune into this card, right away, I actually get, where are you still playing the victim? Maybe where have you experienced being the victim in the past and are still carrying maybe that same story, maybe still identifying as the victim or over-identifying as the victim, therefore still activating and keeping active victim consciousness in your vibration. Okay, so basically that would be a point of manifestation. If we're still, whatever wounded parts we have within us, for example, let's say victimhood, if we feel like a victim, maybe we've felt like a victim our whole life. Maybe we had a lot of trauma around victim, being a victim, feeling a victim. And we haven't quite healed those parts within us that feel victimized. That part of us, even if it's like, let's say it's the inner child that still feels like a victim, that inner child is going to be a point of manifestation. So it's still going to like manifest in circumstances where you might feel like a victim. Okay. Or might manifest partners or relationships where you feel victimized. you might feel betrayed or rejected, and feel like you're the victim. Okay. That's just an example. I don't know if that's accurate to how you feel, but like this, an example. All right. So this is about bringing unity, bringing healing to the parts specifically that still feel like a victim or are identifying with being a victim. Okay. This is about releasing the old stories, the old beliefs that you're a victim, as well as any unresolved, like emotional energies that still resonate or still attached with to the idea of being a victim. Okay. So say you were victimized or you felt victimized, you had an experience of being a victim, and that made you feel a lot of shame or a lot of anger, a lot of hurt, etc. That's what I mean by emotional energies. If they're unresolved, they're unprocessed. That's what I mean by that. Okay. Okay. We're doing another card. So, all right. What's the next card? This feels like a resolve. Whoa. Okay. Ha 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 ha. All right. You can't make this shit up. Talking about unity, bringing healing into the parts within you that feel fragmented, and then specifically into victimhood. And our resolve card is about divine union. So bringing in to yourself divine union, bringing yourself into divine union, which is really another way of saying it. Another way of saying that is accessing the state of being or accessing the version of you that is already in divine union with herself, themself. I'm just kind of listening for the wording. Is this, let me kind of listen. Is this masculine, feminine? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So as far as divine union, another way that I am receiving this information is about, we all have an internal masculine, we all have an internal feminine. Okay. Those internal masculine, internal feminine can be wounded. Therefore, they can turn like toxic or submissive or aggressive, etc. Both masculine and feminine energies can do this. Okay. So divine union, what they're showing me is about like divine union of our internal masculine and feminine. This means we're living balanced from both our masculine and our feminine. Okay. And everybody's balance point is going to look different. So it's about understanding your specific balance point and what it looks like to you, what it feels like to you, and finding that balance point. This is all of these three cards are circling back to, they're showing me this is where you are at currently. Okay. You're in this cycle. You're in this cycle or this phase or on this path currently of coming back into unity with yourself. And that's through the releasing of like any victim stories, victimhood, or victim consciousness. Okay, so this is what you're releasing. This is where you're being asked to look. This is like your shadow. I would say this would be like the shadow you're being asked to look at. So the questions I would have for you, my dear Victoria, is like, where do you still feel like a victim? where you may be identifying as a victim. And victimhood has a lot to do with feeling powerless. So where do you feel maybe powerless in your own reality? What circumstances maybe do you feel powerless to? What circumstances do you feel like a victim, or feel like a victim to your own circumstances? You're at the mercy of your circumstances, etc. So those are a couple of questions, or several questions, that I would pose to you in order to help you dive deeper. Okay, so this is about releasing victim consciousness. So that, because this is where you're being led, this is the resolve that I feel, being led into divine union with yourself, your internal masculine and feminine, because it feels like there's a little bit of friction going on between your internal masculine, internal feminine. Okay, they're not quite in their divine states. Let's say the highest version of these two aspects is divine masculine, divine feminine. It still feels like there's some wounding. I feel like a little bit. No, it's pretty equal. Divine masculine, divine feminine. So it's a little. There's some distortions on both sides, masculine and feminine. So another prompt might be to feel into your masculine energy. How does your masculine energy feel? How does it move? So your masculine energy is your action principle. It's the part of you that does the things, that gets the shit done. It is action. You know, it's logical thinking, logical brain. It's electric energy. Okay. It is, yeah, I'm feeling to leave it there. So feel into your masculine and feel into, like, you know, ask him, like, hey, you know, what do you need? Or I'm feeling into a question. What might it look like if I keep getting several different things and I'm trying to figure out, like, wait, how do I say it? I feel like this might be a little bit easier. Feel into your masculine now and feel into your divine masculine, what that might look like, what that might feel like. And then maybe write down or just notice or observe the differences in how that feels. Okay? And then do the same with your feminine. Okay? And then how your current masculine and feminine, then feel into how they're relating to each other, because it feels like there's some friction. It feels like they're not quite getting along. Divine union refers to a state of being where you're in harmony within yourself. Masculine, feminine, they're in harmony, they're in flow with each other. They know how to co-create. There's a little bit of friction going on, and they're like, I'm not sure how to fucking co-create with you because you're this, and oh yeah, well, you're this. There's a little bit of bickering and arguing, it feels like. And so it feels like this also affects your ability to manifest. I don't talk about manifesting a lot because there's a lot of distortion and a lot of, like, things around manifestation. But this is what I'm being told to, like, this is what I'm hearing, so I'm going to relay it as I'm hearing it. It feels like it's affecting your ability to manifest more accurately, more quickly, etc. So the quickest way to resolve this is to dive deep into anywhere that feels like a victim. Where does your internal feminine feel like a victim? Where does your internal masculine feel like a victim? Okay. I would start there. Ask those questions. And if you missed any of the questions, or if you want to go back and write down the questions, etc., go. I'm going to be. I'll have this posted on my YouTube channel later. Later tomorrow, probably, so that you can go back and listen to all of the things. Okay. But this feels like, okay, it's an invitation to heal on a deeper level. Masculine, feminine, and then where have they felt victimized? Where do they still feel like a victim? Where is the victim energy coming from? Because like that is the crux. If you deal and reconcile with the parts of you that feel like a victim, whew, it feels like so much is going to open up for you. You're going to feel like, oh shit. It feels like, oh, I don't even, I'm like, how do I, it feels like, oh shit. It feels like things click into place. It feels like you start to get things like, oh, whoa. It feels like a shift in your perspective. Like a pretty significant shift in the perspective and the way that you feel on a daily basis. And this can be a process, so be gentle with yourself, but this is kind of what I'm feeling. This is what I'm feeling for you, my dear. How does that resonate for you? All right, let me go back. Just left a really bad relationship in May, trying to leave all that behind me and heal myself currently. With my daughter's father. Speak so much. Yeah. So that relationship is a direct reflection of the past patterns that you were taught, the way that I'm trying to think of how to say this. The way that we create our relationships is based on the templating that we receive from womb to about 7 years. And so any kind of relationship templating or imprints or dynamics, whether they're dysfunctional, whether they're harmonious, that's where we get our templating. And so they keep repeating these same cycles, these same patterns, these same dynamics, keep repeating until we become conscious of them and we choose to do the work to shift them. And sometimes it's just like, oh no, I'm going to shift this. Sometimes it's just bringing awareness to it. And sometimes other people need to do a little bit more digging and diving. So everybody's process is different, but I would say start there. And that's good for you. Congrats for leaving that relationship. That is good. Good for you. It feels like you're listening to your spirit and your soul to come into a greater alignment with what is truly nourishing for your soul. That I grew up seeing my mom died from DV. Is that divorce? I'm not sure what that is. You're speaking directly to me. Every single thing you said, so much trauma. Yeah. It is a grand opportunity, and this is where you're being guided to go now. Okay. That gets to be your choice. Oh, I should have known that. Oh my God. Know that you can heal from domestic violence. I'm someone that, my mom was domestically violent with me, and I carried that into several of my relationships, and I've healed from that too. I'm really sorry that all of that happened. it's absolutely possible to heal from these things and to like shift these patterns and heal from them. Yeah, we're all sending you so much love. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys. I love this group. This group always brings so much love. So the message here is healing that victim energy. And that's really prevalent with DV, domestic violence. It really is. You know, let me feel in. You got this. Okay, if you need any extra support, I offer one-on-ones. Or if you even just need to like, if you want to reach out to me of like any resources or anything. I mean, obviously first I would say trust your own guidance, trust your own intuition. But if you feel like I'm not sure where to go, please don't hesitate to reach out. Okay. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you for being so vulnerable. And thank you for sharing your story. We love you. We're all giving you virtual hugs and energetic hugs. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. And thank you for being open. Because you're definitely being guided there. But it gets to be your choice. Okay? All right, my dear. I'm gonna move on because I have a couple more readings to do. Taryn, my dear, you're up. And then I have Deb, and then I have Taya. How does one heal the trauma from that young an age, especially if you don't really remember? That's a great question. It's all about feeling and tapping into the feeling. I've healed stuff directly from when I was in the womb because I'm just tracing the feeling back. And there's a lot of different ways to do it, a lot of different modalities or ways to tap in, but it's really about feeling. Because you tap into the emotion. You tap into like the emotion and you make it very visceral, you know. Is it anger or is it anger and sadness? And, you know, when, you know, and then you ask, you know, when was the first time I experienced like this intense emotion? And then you kind of just kind of leave it open and see what bubbles up, see what memories bubble up, and you kind of keep tracing it back. I'm currently working on a mentorship / course so that I can help people through this, especially because I keep getting people that are like asking the same question. I'm like, okay, I hear you. But it's about feeling. It's about tracing the feeling back, and then working with the memory, because it's basically you working on a quantum level. It's basically a form of quantum healing. Okay. I'm so great at those. You know what? I wasn't the best either because I dissociated from all of my emotions. So I totally get it. But the more you practice, and especially if you have a guide or a mentor or somebody to help you like move through those spaces, to familiarize yourself with how that works, the easier it gets. It's kind of like having a coach, right? Sometimes if you want to get in shape, you look for a personal trainer. It's the same thing. Okay. I feel you too. A lot of us, like, because we're so disconnected from our emotions, so we're just like, I don't know what this emotion is I'm feeling. I know anger, I know happiness, but like when it gets to in between things, I'm like, I'm not sure what this feels like. So it's just a process of reconnecting It's a whole process. Okay, I need water. I need water. Taryn, you're up next, my dear. You said multidimensional mediumship. Are you wanting to connect to a guide or a multidimensional aspect of you? Ash actually got this last week. Her reading, her thing was pretty interesting itself. You just got to sit in those emotions a while. Yeah, sometimes it just, yeah, exactly. Would love to know who my guides are. All right, we'll see. Okay, guides. So we're going to connect on a guide level. All right. I'm already feeling it. All right, Taryn. I'm connecting into your energy. Okay. That was quick. All right. The guide who is stepping forward. He's making it a point to let you know he's the only one that's stepping forward. He has a sense of humor. Very, very strong. He feels way more masculine, very masculine. I would say he's more of a male guide. Very masculine energy. I get like super, almost like godlike, like super, super huge. I'm trying to think of how to like what reference points to maybe give for him. I mean, huge, very masculine energy. I still want to describe you a little bit. And can you give me a second? I would say, you know, the guys from 300. Have you ever seen the movie 300? Super, super stacked, super, super buff. Think about that, but like almost like genie level, you know, like Aladdin. How when Jafar became a genie and he was like just like this big, but this guy isn't red or evil or anything like that, but it's just like the massiveness of this guide. Um, yeah, he just looks like he's got a lot of muscles, which to me would signify strength. Okay. There's a lot of strength. There's a lot of confidence. And so I'm going to start kind of shifting a little bit from describing him. He doesn't really come with, okay. All right. I was going to say he doesn't really come with a name, but as soon as I began to say that, he gave me the name Adam. You can call him Adam or refer to him as Adam. Okay. He helps you with strength, with resilience, and being fucking confident who the fuck you are. I don't mean to I don't mean to curse, but that's how it's coming through. It's so adamant, so pointed of like, I help her with confidence, with feeling like internal strength. This is the guide that you would turn to for internal strength. Okay? Internal strength, resilience, because that's a super important quality to have. So he helps you with resilience too. And confidence in who the fuck you are. Like, I literally can't say that without cursing. It's about owning who the fuck you are, knowing who the fuck you are, and owning all of you unapologetically, because there's nothing wrong with you. With any version of you that you are, You could feel like, oh, I have flaws, and oh, I want to heal this, and oh, yeah, but that's part of who you are now. And having like acceptance for that is key in shifting, and being able to shift to the next version of yourself. But like, he comes in as a guide that's supporting you in accepting who the fuck you are right now in any version of you, because it's perfect. Because you can always tap into the strength, resilience, confidence, no matter what version of you that you are. Okay? Let me kind of listen for a minute and feel into him. He's a very strong energy. You would feel him on your right side. It feels like, because that's more of a masculine side. Our right side is our masculine, left side is feminine. So it feels like you would feel him very strongly on coming in on your right side if you want to connect. The name that he's giving me is Adam, and he can help you connect to confidence, resilience, and strength. Okay? Just to reiterate, let me see if there's anything else that he wants to give me. Okay. Next part of that, it's kind of funny because he kind of like put the little, I don't know if you've ever seen Aladdin, but he puts the little like, I don't remember what it's actually called, but like the little ponytail that the genie has. There's a specific name for it, and I don't know what that's called, but he kind of pops on the little ponytail, and he's like, you can think of me kind of like your personal genie, in that support, like tapping in to your strength, tapping into that resilience, tapping into that confidence is going to be like magic. It's going to create a lot of magic in your life. It's going to shift a lot of things. It's going to bring a lot of miracles. If you can tune in and attune yourself to those frequencies, it's like magic. He does this. It's like magic. Okay? So that there's another layer. So tuning yourself to confidence, tuning yourself to the frequency of resilience and strength, they're going to work wonders. They're going to work magic. Okay. Tuning yourself to those frequencies are also going to bring up within you the parts of you that maybe don't feel so confident, don't feel so resilient, maybe feel a little more weak or on the weak side, or maybe don't feel so strong, maybe feel a little vulnerable or easily broken. It's gonna highlight also those parts of you that don't feel strong, confident, and resilient. Okay, so he's talking about magic on several different layers and levels of consciousness. Okay, just know that. Like, yes, it's going to help you create miracles and manifest things, but it's also going to highlight and illuminate the things, the pieces within you that don't feel that way, so that you can bring them in and heal those, reconcile those, and like help those aspects feel confident, strong, resilient. Okay? He has one more message. What does that mean? Okay, I'm sitting here trying to listen. I'm like, I don't know if I quite understand what he's trying to say. Um, but to me, he says, like, he's making a reference to the golden child, and he's referencing you as the golden child. To me, that kind of connects in with Christ consciousness and understanding that you are the Christ. We all are the Christ. It's a state of being. It's a state of consciousness. Um, that Christ. Whenever I feel gold, or gold like references to gold, that's typically what I tap into myself. So that's kind of what I go with here. That's how I'm interpreting it. This might mean something different for you. So, like, if it does, go with whatever feels more resonant to you. But that's kind of how I am translating that, is understanding that you are the golden child, you are the Christ, you are Christ consciousness. It's just about tapping into that state of being, tapping into that frequency. It's a very fucking high frequency to tap into, but it's why we're all here. Um, but it's like he's saying you are the golden child. Okay, and Christ was the Son of God, right? So, like, being a gold, that kind of fits in my head of like being the golden child, quote unquote. Knowing yourself as the golden child, knowing yourself as the Christ, as God, Christ as you, God as you. It might feel, uh, with that, I get like, oh, like that might feel like far away, or feel, it might feel some kind of way from where you are at now, but that is absolute truth. You can't change that truth. It's not subjective, it's absolute. And and then he makes reference to confidence, strength, resilience. He's kind of this he's kind of the strong silent type. He has a lot to say when he has something to say. And when he has something to say, it's very pointed. It feels very pointed, very direct, very strong. Like, boy, if I had that level of confidence, um, I like him. He's dope. Um, I don't really get a physical form, like any other physical features of him, other than like really big muscles, which to me again signify strength. Um, I would also put in there discipline. I would say that's another quality, is discipline. He can help you with discipline as well. So if you feel undisciplined, unmotivated, you can call this guide in, Adam. You can call him in to help you and support you with discipline, okay, or motivation. He'll motivate you right the fuck up. That's how he feels to me. Um, it doesn't feel like there's anything else, but let me just like listen for a second to see if there is anything else. Okay. All right. I do get like that's it for now. But you have a name, you have like the qualities and the characteristics. Feel into him and call him in if you want to work with him more one-on-one, because he can really help you to cultivate any of those qualities where you feel like you might want some additional support. Okay. He can definitely help you with confidence, let me tell you that. The way he comes through, it's not cocky, it's super confident. But it's like, whoa, it's like there is no doubt within this being. He he has no doubt, no doubt, no self-doubt. He's like, I don't live on that frequency. So if you're like maybe even struggling with self-doubt, you can call on him as well. Anything where you feel like I'm not sure of myself, I feel uncertain, I feel a little doubting, I feel a little unstable, this is the guide to call in. This is the guide to work with. Okay. Um, but yeah, um, your guide sounds hot. Does it? Yeah, he was like super buff. I'm like, whoa, who's this Hercules guy? Let's see, Taryn. Let me like scroll up. Let me know. Let me know how that resonates. My husband's name is Ad. Really? Really? Wow. That's crazy. Your husband is named Adam. What the fuck are the odds? It's like, I like it. I like it. I'm dying. Does this describe your husband? 1000%. He's giving me confidence and my power back. Yeah, this is the guide that's really helping you. Power. That's another one. You're right on. With the shit I've been through though, sounds like you have a good backup. Your guide sounds hot. I love that comment. Yeah, he did. He did. I was like, whoa, who is this guy? But he, I would, practice working with him. I invite you to work with him, especially if you feel like you're having a rough time or feel like you need a little bit more confidence in whatever area. It doesn't matter what area, it's just the quality. You can bring that quality, confidence, empowerment, all of the things that I listed into whatever area of your life. Work with him because he's the guy to work with. Okay. How do you connect to him? You just call him in. Call him in. Like just set the intention to work with this guide, Adam. To work with your high spiritual guide, Adam, and set the intention. Call him in, and thank him for coming. Like thank him for like coming to your aid or your support and giving his assistance, and then ask him whatever it is that you want to ask him. And then kind of just listen, see what feedback he gives you. And then this way, you might not always hear him. It depends on, like, I don't know what your abilities are, but like, feel into your body. How does your body feel? What thoughts are popping into your head? Kind of just really be observant on all the levels, like thoughts, emotions, feelings, and then like physical sensations. You might he feels a little bit more physical because he's like super physical. He feels, and you might feel him on your right side, because he's very, very masculine. So that's how you would connect to him. Okay. I held back my comment when you said discipline. I was thinking the same. What thoughts would pop in my head? It's thoughts mainly, and I've been feeling like someone is with me lately. Okay. So like exactly. That's your intuition coming in. Follow that and follow the thoughts. Okay? It's him if the thoughts are empowering, if they feel like they give you confidence, if they feel like they give you the qualities that I named, they feel uplifting, they feel confident, they feel strong, etc. So use your discernment. Your discernment always has to be on, but that's how you can connect with him. I always felt like a big, yeah, he's a big motherfucker. Like if you've ever seen Aladdin and how big the genie gets, or like how Jafar gets when he's a genie, it's like massive. I'm like, holy shit, who is this guy? I met him. But yeah, that's him. Connect to him. Okay. That was dope. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was dope. I love that. Thank you for allowing me to facilitate that reading. That was dope. That was so dope. I love it. Thank you, Taryn. I'm going to cross you off the list. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the donation. I appreciate you. All right. I got Deb and then I got Taya. Deb, my dear, you paid for a reading. If you are still here, if you are here, Deb, let me know what kind of reading, or if you have a question, or if you're open. Don't let her Virgo blush for you. You're open? All right. Okay. All right, open. Okay, just so in case anybody doesn't know, I'm just going to close the list. Closing the list there. The last one will be Taya. And then Deb is here and open. Oh, so okay, so I'm gonna connect to you, Deb. Thank you. I'm like, wait, what? What am I saying? Thank you for allowing me to facilitate for you, my dear. It's always a pleasure. It's always an honor to facilitate for others. So I'm just gonna connect. Okay, all right. I got you. So I'm just gonna connect to your highest self and kind of listen for a moment or two. Okay, I'm hearing, ooh, excuse me. I'm hearing to pull a card. So we're going to ask for the highest, most benevolent messages, insights, information to come through. Ooh, excuse me, for Deb. And so this is going to be the basis, be the first. What's the first card that was come out? Because I know there is. Ah, okay. There's two of them that came out at the same time. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Are you ready, Deb? Your first card, they actually came out together, but I'm feeling this as the first card. Your first card is hopelessness. Okay. Oh, good night. Good night, Ash. It was great to have you again. Have a good night. So hopelessness. And if you look down here at the bottom of the card, we're talking about releasing. This is about releasing hopelessness. Okay? Have a good night. We love you. And it was great to see you again. So this is about releasing hopelessness. Okay? It feels like there is... Okay, I'm going to be honest. I can't tell if it's a lot, if it's like a volume of a lot, or if it's just so dense that it's so heavy that it feels like a lot. Okay. Not sure. In any case, it feels really heavy. Um, and it's weighing you down. Okay. And this feels like it's back from childhood when you felt hopeless. I also get powerless with this. Okay. So this would indicate the word that I want. Let's try a different word. This feels like it highlights the parts of you that still feel hopeless and slash powerless. So we're talking about hopelessness and powerlessness. Okay. So this feels like it links into power dynamics, feeling powerless, feeling like you have no power over your life. And a lot of us as kids feel like that. You know, like our parents are like, they rule over every aspect of our lives, depending on your parents and depending on like, their views and all of the things. So I know for me, I felt very powerless as a kid, and I know a lot of other kids do too, feel like very powerless over their lives, and therefore that can lead into hopelessness and feeling like, you know, what's the point? I feel so hopeless. Not to make light of it, but like that's kind of how it comes across. Okay. And so they're telling me to go to the second card. The second card is connection. And this is actually going to be the key to healing and reconciling hopelessness. Okay. So connection, it's all about connection. And if you look at the bottom of the card, we're talking about expansion. And this comes from the Pleiades star system. So the Pleiadians are here to support us and guide us and assist us back, like in our journey back to connection, thus dissolving any feelings of hopelessness and powerlessness. I'm going to listen for a minute to see where this is going, because I'm like, what's the next information? Okay. So this reading is going to be about healing too, about an invitation to heal the things from the past, and the aspects within you that still feel hopeless, that still feel powerless, because it feels really heavy to me. It feels heavier than lead, and I think lead is probably one of the heaviest materials. I'm probably not the heaviest, but like in my mind, that's where I go, and that's what I'm taken to. But it feels heavier than lead. That's how dense it is to me. So it's like it's time to lighten up and let this go. It gets to be your choice. But again, very strong invitation to release this. And again, they're pulling me back into the card of connection. Okay. Connecting back to source, connecting back to your highest self. It's a little bit of both internal and external. There's an emphasis on internal connection. connecting back to the source of who you are, to your true self, your highest self, your Christed self, whatever language or whatever resonates with you. But that connecting to that inner part of you. Because in connecting back to your highest self or establishing that communication, it's going to help. Your highest self is helping you, is going to help you at your request. You got to call it in. You got to intend for it. It's going to help you to illuminate these pieces within you that still feel hopeless, that still feel powerless. So it's about the internal connection. There's an emphasis there on connecting to your highest self, or God if you prefer, or your God self, connecting internally in order to help heal and reconcile the parts of you that feel very, very heavy, very, very hopeless. It keeps kind of like going, it kind of keeps just looping in my head. That's why I keep saying it kind of over and over again. And usually when I am prompted to keep relaying the same information, it's so that they can emphasize the importance of the message. Okay. That internal connection is imperative. It's important. It's critical. It's vital. Okay. Because it feels like the part of you that feels hopeless or feels in hopelessness, feels in powerlessness, it feels disconnected from this higher aspect of you. Now, that's just an illusion because we can never be disconnected. We can only create the illusion of separation. We can only create the experience of the illusion of separation. But that is where this aspect of you feels like. It feels like disconnected. I'm hopeless. And it feels like there were just some dark times or some dark, it's just some experiences that may have been labeled as such, that just felt like, where's God? Where is my support? Where is my team? Especially at a young age, we are just coming from spirit and acclimating here. But like, there's a lot of confusion. There can be a lot of confusion, and it feels like that's part of where the hopelessness originates, is feeling like super disconnected and like, where's the support? Externally and especially internally, it feels like I'm disconnected. I'm cut off. Okay. They're having me pull one more card. And that feels like our resolution card. Feels like where we're going card. So where are we going? Where are we going with this? Whoa, there we are. Wow. Wow. Where we're going is freedom. Again, expansion. Okay. Let me read what you got. So I've certainly lived in that hopeless place for many years. Okay. I've done a lot of work in the last year, especially with plant medicine. Good for you. Congratulations. I'm now focusing on selling my business, and I'm still in conflict with my past. Yeah. So this is just a confirmation of where you are. You're doing the work, and You're still in your, I mean, we're going to always be a work in process or progress, whatever you want to say. We're always a process. We're always in process. We're always in progress. So in that respect, it's never ending. At the same time, I'm trying to find the words. We're always like gonna expand into something more. There's always more to expand into. Um, and also with each cycle that's closed out, like personal cycle, whether, it's personal trauma, emotional baggage, etc. Each cycle that's closed out, I love how they do this, comes greater freedom. And we're already free. We're already free. But part of our process here on earth is going through the steps, right? And sometimes it's just part of our process sometimes it's just part of our process. To maybe have like a longer experience or like a perceivably longer experience with getting through the muck. But you're working with the medicine. There's a lot being released right now. And so it's really just a confirmation and an invitation to keep going. I'm trying to find the word. What's the word? Encouragement. Keep on going. Okay. Especially if you're still in conflict with your past, there's that friction. I can feel that friction. So just keep going. The more you go through your own process, the more you peel back the layers, and you will come to a resolve of like where that feels like, whew. There might still be things that come up from time to time, but it won't feel as heavy as this does. Okay? But this is where you're being led, and that's why I feel like I'm getting the message, keep going, keep going, because this is where you're going. Is you're heading towards freedom, like emotional freedom. Freedom from the past, whatever freedom that you're personally looking for, like freedom from all of the bullshit and all of the density and all of the heaviness. Freedom. Okay. And I'm just listening to see if there's anything else, but I'm not getting anything else. I get like, okay, that's where I think we're done with that. Let me know how that resonates, my dear. Deb, it sounds like a lot of it. Yeah, financial. Hell yeah, financial freedom. Heck to the yeah, I second that emotion. Absolutely. You're welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to be a part of your design and of your journey. It was a pleasure and an honor. Keep on going. You got this. All right. I'm going to cross you off the list. Taya, my dear, are you here? Of the 4 people that are left in the room, are you here? You have, let me know, Taya, in the comments if you are here. How can I serve you? There you are. How can I serve you, my dear? healing or reading. Mediumship. Oh, multi-dimensional reading. I think unless you are pulled into another direction. No, I think that's great. Deb says the connection part really resonates. Always want to do everything myself. So hard to ask for help. I get that. I get that. I get that, especially if you were kind of raised that way or you've seen parents like, I gotta do it myself, and if I don't, it means something about me, or it means that I'm like whatever, creating whatever stories around that, right? So I think the greatest strength that we can have sometimes is asking for help and admitting like, and even realizing, recognizing we're not here to do it by ourselves. That's where there's a collective of us. And it helps us to like heal in connecting, you know, we get to heal those wounds in those connections. So that's beautiful. You got this, Deb. You got this. All right. So multi-dimensional. Okay. For Taya. Do you have like, are you open, or are you like, do you want to go in the guide direction, or do you want to go in a multi-dimensional like aspect of you, or are you open? Roses, thank you for the roses. Yeah, I styled my hair. I just curled my hair. Hi, Regina. How are you, my dear? I'm doing my last reading of the night. Yay! I'm doing good, Regina. How are you? I'm waiting on Taya, my dear. Let me know if you are open or if you prefer to connect with a guide or a multi-dimensional aspect of you, my dear. Oh, you just got off of work? Yeah, it's my last reading of the night. Are you home relaxing, Regina? Just general, please. I tried staying open. Oh, it didn't send. Okay. All right. I get that. So, all right. So I'm just going to connect multidimensionally and see kind of who wants to step forward for you in your. So, okay. So I'm going to connect to you. Where are you? Okay. You're easy to find because there's not a lot of people in this room. Okay. I'm going to go up and just ask for any high guides. Okay. All right. The aspect that's stepping forward. Not quite sure if this is a guide or an aspect of you yet. I'm sure we'll get there. But the energy that I feel stepping forward, this is funny because we just had like this big hulking guy, you know, guide guy with that came through with one of the earlier readings just a little bit ago. This feels like a very feminine energy, but she feels like a warrior goddess. She kind of gives me kind of Grecian vibes. I would say kind of Greek, Grecian, that kind of vibe. She kind of gives me like, you know, like Greek, Roman times, that type of vibe. Okay. What I feel from her is that she is kind of like maybe a female, um, almost like a female aspect or a female counterpart of Apollo. And Apollo was the god of war, correct? That's what comes to mind. I think that's right. Um, but she's just giving me this as like a reference point. She comes in as this great warrior goddess. Okay. She's the warrior aspect of you. She helps to. This is so interesting. One second while I kind of figure this out. Okay, this is, I feel like this is why I couldn't figure it out, whether she's like a guide or if she's a multidimensional aspect of you. She comes in as kind of both. I'm like, wait, what are you? Um, and I couldn't figure out which. She's like, well, because, duh, both. Like she's a multidimensional aspect of you that's guiding you. Okay. So she feels again like great warrior goddess. She activates the part of you that is a light warrior, that is here as a warrior for the light, that is here to be in service of the light. And that is the fight, the quote unquote fight that is deep within you. She's showing me like like a light, like within, I would say, your heart. Um, and she's like, that's me. That's me. That spark inside of your heart, that's me. She's not talking about like the God spark. This is like a different spark. I would say this feels like a different spark. um, but she is part of that God spark. Okay. And she keeps referring to God spark, God spark, God spark. Okay. In fact, I would say this is what you can refer to her as, or you can like call her by God spark. Okay. You're a light warrior. You came here to be a warrior of the light. You came here to be in service of the light. And this is the aspect of you that reminds you. And this is constant reminder in your ear that you are here to be in service of the light. In service of love, compassion, unity, oneness, inclusivity. You are here to be a warrior for that. Be an anchor, be a beacon for that. Okay? You can call her God Spark if you wish. She doesn't, most guides don't really have a name, but that's the name that she's giving me to give you, God Spark, which is fucking badass. It's so badass. She connects you to your warrior, your inner warrior, your ability to persevere no matter what. She's part of your drive. She's part of what you're like, that inner motivation. And that type of strength, she keeps highlighting and emphasizing for me perseverance. She is your inner part of you that is gonna fucking persevere and determined to persevere no matter what. So the qualities is like determination, motivation, perseverance. I would say all solar plexus. Okay. You can connect to her through your solar plexus. God spark. Okay. Let me just listen for a minute, see if there's anything else. Okay. She was just reminding me of your name, your screen name. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's like healing, right? Divine healing or something like that with Taya. I can't remember because I have my eyes closed. But she's like, you're like I'm trying to find the right words to describe it, like a warrior for healing, like a healing warrior. Like that's part of your mission, is to be a healer. And in your healing, boy, are you a warrior. And like your ability to facilitate healing frequencies, she's referencing to you as a warrior. I don't know exactly how to word that, but I'm doing my best to kind of relay that. So that's kind of my best way to interpret that. Okay, and so she brings me back to you're a light warrior. You're a warrior of the light. You heal. You perseverance. You're right in the solar plexus. Like you're a freaking warrior. Okay. She's showing me a spear and a shield. The spear represents accuracy, and the ability to hit a target every time. Okay. The shield represents discernment, and then like the obvious, like shielding shielding techniques, shielding, or that form of like protection. But like not protection out of fear, protection like divine protection, I guess you could say, like knowing that like there's always divine energies, divine frequencies protecting you, or shielding you. That's the best way I know how to kind of describe that, but that's what comes through with the shield and the spear. And she brings me back to perseverance. Tune into her, connect to her, ask for her guidance. If you ever feel, like you need a little bit more, perseverance, that ability to persevere no matter what, keep being my warrior. Connect to her if you feel like you might, feel a little weak or feel a little like not so warrior like and want to tap into more of that frequency, she will be there for you in a heartbeat, in a flash, to support you with those energies. So, determination, perseverance, there's confidence in here as well. Okay, because if we're using this spear that she's showing me and it's accuracy, it's about accuracy, the ability to hit a target. There's a lot of confidence in that as well. Okay, there's strength, and it's up to you to listen for the rest. She said, like, it's more like of a personal thing, of like wanting to, connect with you personally so that you can listen. Because I mean, I could connect if I wanted to, but like, it's a multidimensional aspect of you. Okay, so it's personal to you. Okay, and it would relate to your experience here. Um, I feel like that's all, but I'm gonna listen in for a minute to see if there's anything else. Okay. How do you connect with her? Through the solar plexus. Call her in. Intend to connect with this multidimensional part of you that is also your guide. Refer to her by God Spark. She will come. That's how you can connect to her. Okay. And then I would just invite you to continue to connect with her. If that's something, that you feel called to do, is keep connecting with her and see what other information, build the relationship, see what other information or guidance she can lend you, because it feels like she could really connect you into a very, very strong female energy, like a warrior goddess energy. In times when you might feel, especially in times when you might be feeling like a little weak, or your feminine feels a little like, maybe needs that a little bit of boost or a little support in that direction. Okay. Boy, she's badass though. Okay. All right. I get this signal. So that's my sign for, okay, it's like the end of the reading. Whew. That was a lot. Let me know how that resonates, Taya. And I'm gonna scroll through the comments to see if there's anything here. Okay, I don't see any comments from you, but let me know how that resonates. Um, so decompressing, yeah. Good for you, Regina, if you're still here. But that is your multidimensional mediumship reading. All right, you say thank you. I needed to hear that today, and I needed her today. It makes total sense. I've been told to call in my healing guide, but this makes it clear and so much. Oh, wow. All right. Got you. I get why she would come forward then. Definitely get that. I'm fucking stoked. I'm so excited that it was what you needed to hear. Um, Yay! That makes me so excited. I'm so glad. I'm glad it's what you needed to hear. I'm glad it makes sense. All of it. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of your design and a part of your just connecting for you. Facilitating that for you. It's a pleasure and it's an honor. I think that's it. If you don't have anything else, Taya, if anybody else here wants to check out the replay of this live, I'll have it up sometime tomorrow into tomorrow night. So you can watch the replay. And she says, thank you. Just quickly, this is different to higher. Yes. Yep. Your highest self. Well, it's different for everybody, but this is kind of how I see it in my brain. It might not be how you feel it, but this is kind of how I structure things. So your highest self would be here above you. Your highest self is a multidimensional self. This part that came in is an aspect of that multidimensionality. So I guess it's one and the same. It would be like yes and no. Like yes, it's a part of your highest self, and also no, because this is also a different. What's going on here? It's also a part of. It's a separate, individualized aspect of the highest self. Does that make sense? So yes and no. Okay. This aspect is a part of your multidimensional self, and it's also an individualized consciousness within your multidimensional self, if that makes sense. Okay. I'm like, I don't know how to describe these things. But yeah, that is it. All right. So thank you again. Great to have y'all on. Thank y'all 3 for hanging out, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow for some more readings, free readings, all that stuff. And thank you for hanging out. Good night. Have a good one wherever you are.